Monica, everybody. My name is Alana Kalonisinger. I'm a mum of 4 beautiful boys who are my motivation on raising awareness on the effects of hard drugs on our youths. I want my kids to know the hard facts. I want them to be armed with the information. I want them to have honest, open conversation on what happens if they make the choice to use hard drugs. Today I'm not just a mum, I'm representing the Ministry of Mums, a group of very concerned and dedicated women in Fiji wanting to help in the fight against hard drugs. We are simply just concerned mums, and we believe that as a bunch of mums together, we actually are a formidable force, because there's nothing like the force of mums protecting their children, right? We want to help. We don't want everybody to rely on the government and the police and stop people from putting pressure on them. They've already got enough on their shoulders. We need to help. We're not a government entity, just a group of mums advocating to reduce demand, increase awareness and advocacy on legislative changes from a more family-based perspective. We were initially supported by the US Embassy when we rolled out our first awareness programs, and we had the pleasure of hooking with Khaleesi and the Drug Free World. We've now joined forces, and Drug Free World will focus on the awareness programs, while the Ministry of Mums are working hard towards formal registration and working to open a drop-in centre in Suva. One of our aims is to encourage parents to learn about drugs and to have open conversations with their children. Your kids know about drugs. The more you know, the more facts you can give them and help them in their choices. Drugs don't discriminate. They destroy families and people of all races, all age groups and all levels of society. We need to help by having a whole nation approach. This is not a government problem, this is a national problem. It is our duty as citizens to stand up and fight. The mum is currently in the process of formal registration with our executive team, with some of us represented here today, and we're working hard in our own time on every level. We'd like to provide a safe space for open dialogue amongst youths and parents. We want to provide the drop-in centre that will have arts programs, music programs, and just simply a space for kids to come, drop in, hang out with the mums. There's a lot of kids in Fiji being raised by elderly grandparents. There's a lot of kids from broken families, a lot of kids that have suffered trauma, and sometimes they don't have anyone to talk to. We want ours to be a safe space where they can walk in the door and there's a wall full of instruments, and we have musicians ready to come and do programs. We have artists. We want them to be able to walk in and just say, "Bula, sit down." We don't have to talk about drugs. We just want to open that space because we believe that the vulnerable children will gravitate to that space. We aim to listen without judgment as fellow mums, and we also aim to be there for our fellow mums who actually are facing hard times. We've had mums arrive at our meetings that have been advertised on our Facebook page, and mums have come and they've sat quietly at the end of the table, and towards the end they've broken down and said, "I came for help. I need help," because there is no formal chain of help in Fiji for this problem. We're just mums, but we can help. There's not a child that we've met who does not know about methamphetamine. If we walk into a classroom and we say, "Put your hands up if you've heard about meth or ice," the whole room puts their hand up. That's incredibly sad, Fiji, incredibly sad. The kids know about it, they're talking about it, but adults are not talking to the kids. We need to talk to the kids. How did Fiji become so vulnerable as a society and as a community? How did we become vulnerable? That's our challenge. We need to find out the reasons why we are heading where we are. We need to open up dialogue with everybody, communities and families. We need to push for rehab facilities and understanding the health issues that surround hard drugs, the ripple effect of drugs through evidence-based approach and facts. We need rehab centres in Fiji. There is none currently. The mum is here to stay, and we want everyone to join hands with us in this national crisis. We all have to put on a community spirit hat, stand up and say no to hard drugs. You can contact us via our Facebook page, MOM Fiji. Please do contact us, dads as well. It's not just mums. The mums will be leading the way, but we really need the dads as well. Contact us, get in touch, find out what we're doing and where we are. And today, I challenge every person in the room and every Fijian to open up discussions and talk. Talanoa, go to the village, Talanoa, talk, talk, talk. Let's move together forward, and let's move together as a community, as a nation, and let's put our hands up and say no to drugs. What are you going to do to help? Pinaka Vakalevu.